Hi guys, it's Jess from Honest Fiction, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a spoiler-free book review for Legendborn by Tracey Deonn. So before we jump into the video, I want to say that I'm going to break the review down by plot, characters, world building, magic system, and then my overall thoughts regarding the book. Also, if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe to my channel, and if you want to, you can always hit that notification button to be notified whenever I post new bookish content. And with that being said, let's get into the video. Jumping into the plot, the story follows Bree, and she is a 17-year-old girl whose mother just died tragically in a car crash, and she's really dealing with this trauma. She ends up going to an early education college, so she's still, I think, a junior in high school, but she's able to go to this college for 2 years and get college credit before she actually attends university. And when she gets there, she kind of becomes involved in the secret society, and the society is all based around the Arthurian legend of King Arthur and the Round Table. So while doing that and getting engrossed in the society, she realizes that they might have the answers to what happened to her mother, and she also finds out a lot more about herself. It's really a book about her growth and her just growing as a person, and I really enjoyed it. I thought the characters in this were very well done. Obviously, I loved Bree as the main character, and I loved her personality and how she kind of has two different sides to her. She has old Bree, who is the Bree she was before the accident, and after Bree, who is a little bit more aggressive and just angry at the world, angry at everything that happened to her family. She also has to deal with the racism that's kind of happening in this school, and there's a lot of microaggressions that I think were handled very, very well. And overall, like, just her as a character was great. I really enjoyed just getting her perspective. The two side characters I did have some issues with. I thought they were a little tropey, as far as the one love interest is this very blonde-haired, blue-eyed, like Prince Charming-esque type character, and the other one, Selwyn, is like, I can't give spoilers, but he's just like this dark and brooding character, and I thought that was a little over the top, but overall, I like the characters. The one thing I will say is there's a lot of side characters in this, to the point where I kept losing track of who was who. I feel like there were some side characters, besides a few that weren't very well developed, and I mean, one of them dies, and I was like, I honestly forgot who that character was, so it wasn't very emotional. So yeah, I think the side characters could have been developed a little more. There is so much going on with this book that, in terms of different definitions of like what's going on as far as the Arthurian group, that it feels a little info dumpy in the beginning, but I feel like as it goes forward, it kind of loses that, and I'll explain that more a little bit when I get to writing style and pacing. The world building and magic system I'm kind of going to group together, so I thought the world building was very cool. It's a very dark academia type book. I loved how there were two different forms of magic systems, and I can't get into the second one very much because I feel like it's a spoiler, but I found that one so interesting, and I kind of wish we got more from that magic system. The magic system that everyone like really talks about with this book is the Arthurian legend, and how there's different characters, and they all descend from the Round Table. So they have different powers. So there's a Merlin, there's a King Arthur, Excalibur makes an appearance in the book. It's very well done. I was fascinated the entire time by the whole Arthurian legend, and I've actually looked into it more after finishing this book. So I thought that was handled very well. Like I said, a lot of info thrown at you. It was very hard sometimes to remember who exactly did what. And there's different levels and like a hierarchy of the secret society, so like you had to remember who was a page and who was this, and that was a little difficult, but I think it was very well done. So overall, I really enjoyed the world building and the magic system. Writing style and pacing, I thought the writing style was excellent. It was very easy to read. I thought the writing style was very beautiful, and I enjoyed it. Pacing is another story. I feel like the beginning was very, very info dumpy. I actually DNF'd this book a while ago when I was only like 5 chapters in, because I just felt like it's throwing so much info at you, and I just couldn't keep track of everything, but I'm very happy I picked it back up, And once you get about halfway into the story, I think it really progresses and it's impossible to put down once you get a little bit past the halfway mark. The ending of this was so good. I remember I was listening to it on audiobook and I actually like stood up and was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I think that the pacing could have been a little bit better, but overall I really like the writing style. So overall, I really enjoyed this book so much more than I thought. I think it is getting a ton of hype right now on BookTube, and it is well deserved. It was a very enjoyable read. I will say I didn't love the whole love triangle, but that's personally just me. Also, the timeline is kind of ridiculous. I feel like there is a little bit of an insta-love type aspect to it. But so really the only issues I have with this book is in terms of the relationship. I think the world building and the magic system and everything else was done so well. I really love the second magic system too. I think I'm going to do a second video where I have a like spoilery discussion. But overall, really enjoyed it. Couldn't recommend it more. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching my review of Legendborn by Tracey Deonn. If you don't know, I post new videos on Tuesday and Sunday, and if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys next week. Bye.